Thank you, Jason. What an incredible last 2 days we've had together. This has been really a historic event, this first ever 7K Metals virtual event. And I know for me, I've learned a lot and it's been tremendous. And today is going to be a historic day in the history of 7K Metals. What I'm going to share with you over the next few minutes will forever change where this company goes. But in order to start, we have to go back in time to the beginning of 7K Metals and look at the reason why we exist. You see, when 7K Metals was an idea 4 years ago now, we set out to address 4 really complicated questions in the space of precious metals. The first 2 we immediately were able to address, namely, number 1, where do I buy precious metals? You see, in the world today, you could go to your local pawn store, coin broker, online retailer, or you could go to one of these hotlines that you hear about on the radio or on the TV, and you could hope to purchase precious metals at a good price. You could hope that you were getting a good deal. You could look out there and think, maybe if I take a chance on them, it'll work out. Maybe I'll get the metal in the mill. You see, so many people have been confused about where to buy precious metals that was one of the major reasons we came into existence. We wanted to find a way to cut through all the hurdles, the potholes, the gimmicks, the gotchas in this space, and be the trusted source where you could come without any minimums, without any maximums, and purchase your precious metals from a verified, trusted source every single day and know, because of peer-to-peer marketing, person-to-person referral, that when you ordered something, you would get it in the mail like it was promised. That's how 7K Metal came into existence and our membership model. We also set out to answer the second question. What do I buy? Once I find a trusted source, what metals do I actually purchase? Because it's not just good enough to know that you're getting it from a trusted source, but you have to understand what to buy. Because are you going to buy bars? Are you going to buy rounds? Are you going to buy coins? Are you going to buy currency of a sovereign nation? You see, 7K Metals, we set out to answer these questions because the average person does not understand the industry well enough to know what to purchase. You see, in your last vault report that came with your latest coin of the month, Autosaver, there was a page in there that shared with you some valuable information about what coins to buy if you're trying to just get coinage that is a non-reportable item to the IRS. For example, it's really important to know that if you buy bars, generic rounds, if you buy certain gold coins like Krugerrands, certain silver coins from different nations, that those have major tax implications. Those items can be taxed at an enormous rate, as high as 50%. But there's also certain coins that are non-reportable. Things like silver and gold eagles. Things like fractional denomination gold coins or silver maple leafs. These items are non-reportable, meaning you don't have to tell the government when you buy them, and you definitely don't have to tell the government when you sell them, which makes it up to you how you report the tax. That's what we set out to do, is educate the world on simple things like what to buy and when to buy it. We address those problems. The third question we set out to solve in the early days of 7K Metals, that today we're going to make some major announcements about, is where do I store my precious metals? You see, maybe you live somewhere like I do. Maybe you live out here in the Western United States, and it's totally safe and feasible for me to take my own precious metals on a small quantity, store them in a safe at my home, backed up by my own arsenal and armory of guns and ammunition to protect them. Maybe it's safe for you to put a small quantity buried out back underneath the old apple tree. But for many of you on this regional event today, where you live in the world, it is not safe. It is not reasonable for you to store it in your house, in your apartment, in a shoebox in the closet. It's not wise. But it's also not wise for you to put it in a safety deposit box or a depository. Why? Well, it's really simple. Starting in 2008, did you know that every ounce of gold or silver that you put in a safety deposit box can be confiscated by the federal government or the financial institution where it's housed without your consent or without your authorization? If they become insolvent, they can open the boxes in the bank and take possession of all items to become liquid. A depository is no different. They follow the same FDIC guidelines. And if you fall into insolvency and you go bankrupt and a trustee is set in place, those assets in those vaults become the trustees. That's why the world has gone to a new model, a safer model. It's the private vault model. Because private vaults don't have to disclose who owns the vault. They don't have to disclose what's held in the vault. And it's private between you and you alone. If you were in our regional event in Miami, you heard us make a major announcement that coming here in the next few weeks, 7K Metals and Sound Money are going to be offering our own private vaults. Now, the announcement made in Miami was that we had started in a joint venture with Sound Money. Well, since Miami, we decided to not only go into business with Sound Money, but to purchase the company and to bring it in-house, to create our very own 7K Metals exclusive Sound Money vaults in Idaho Falls, Idaho. These are state-of-the-art with the highest level of security. These vaults are not driven by a key system that every burglar in the world knows how to drill out in 4 minutes. No, these are state-of-the-art, our own patented proprietary system. Electronic vaults that are only open through a one-time use QR code. We cannot wait to open them to you in the next coming weeks. One of the funnest things that's going to happen in that is we allow our members, those who are on the Autosaver program with us, either our Silver Eagle or our Variety coin or our Specialty coin, you get the option, if you would like those coins to be stored in a private vault in our Sound Money system, you can do that. Now, these vaults are only for collectible coins, coins that have been graded and given a serial number. We want to ensure that the very coin that you purchase from 7K Metals is in your vault and can be shipped to you at a moment's notice. More importantly, I want you to maybe read between the lines a little. We're the first company in the history of the world to track this coin from the mint to the grader to you. And in the future, let your mind wander where else that may be tracked. And the Sound Money vaults at 7K allow us to do that. You might be asking yourself, if that's the third question, what is the fourth question that we set out to answer? And this is we answered this question 4 years ago, but today I'm going to make some major announcements about how we've simplified the process. You see, how do I convert my precious metals back to cash? Because we realize, especially today in this COVID-19 environment, that oftentimes it's more important of how I turn my gold and silver back into cash than having it at all. Because most of the world today has to take it back to that same pawn shop or coin broker and totally get ripped off. Get a fraction of what they paid for it, because that's their business model. Online retailers make you wait 3, 6, 9, 12 weeks after you send the product back to them before they turn it into cash. At 7K Metals 4 years ago, we set out to have our member buyback program. It was a first of its kind at the time, where we offered the highest buyback price in the world, the actual wholesale buyback price of gold and silver. We've been doing that now for 3.5 years for you. But our process has been cumbersome. Our process has been long. Oftentimes it took 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and as many as 6 weeks for you to send that into us. We would verify it, send it to the supplier or to the mint, have them verify it, turn it into cash, and to send it to your bank account. We're happy to announce today an 18-month project, of which the completion is happening today. Over the next few days, you will see a new Sound Money asset management tab in your back office. This tab will replace your accounting tab in your back office. Here's what we're going to do there. Anytime you upload funds to 7K Metals, it will go to your Sound Money asset management page. There, you will be able to convert it instantly to one of three things. You'll be able to convert it, leave it as cash, or transfer it to silver, or transfer it to gold. And this is how simple this process is. You can take your cash assets. That could be your commissions. That could be money that you send to the company to make purchases. You can instantly, in the click of a button, buy gold, buy silver. But likewise, in the click of a button, you can have it converted back to cash. Now, you might ask yourself, how does this work? It's really quite simple. You take the cash. You say, I want to buy some silver, for example. Let's say you want to buy a monster box of silver, 500 ounces. You could take that 500 ounces of silver, make the purchase. It goes immediately into the Sound Money Vault. There it sits. Unlike fiat currency that can deflate or inflate in value, it sits there as a protected asset, protecting your purchasing power for the moment in which you want to transfer it back to cash. Let's say you wanted to transfer back $1,000. You literally will go into your back office under the new Sound Money tab. You would request a transfer of $1,000 and it would instantaneously happen. No more 3 weeks, no more 6 weeks. Instantaneously. Likewise, let's say that you said, of that 500 ounces of silver, I want to have 40 ounces sent to me that I can have at my personal home, in my personal safe. We'll literally, in one business day, take it out of the Sound Money Vault, package it up, and send it to your home. That's revolutionary. No company on earth has ever been able to do that, has never been able to allow you to take fiat currency, instantly convert it to gold and silver, to sound money, and instantly convert it back. Likewise, it gets a little better. Many of you have been transferring money between my accounts in your back offices. Literally, Jason Arfman showed me hundreds of those have been happening on a monthly basis. It's been tedious. It's been hard for our staff. Our system was not built for it. Within the new Sound Money tab, you can transfer cash, gold, or silver amongst member to member with a click of a button. Anytime, anywhere. You have to stop and think for a minute. Most network marketing companies in the space in the world, whether they're selling nutraceuticals, hair care products, whether they're selling you travel or some online training platform, they sell you a dream that you can be financially free, that you can take control of your financial future. I'm here to tell you that's a farce, because they can only sell you that dream of financial independence as long as you're making commissions off the sales of said products. We're the first company in the world. We pay you commissions on the sale of those said products. You receive residual income. But stop and think for a minute. We're the only company that allows you to then convert that to real sound money, taking control of your real financial future, not allowing some government to dictate to you the value of your paper money, not allowing some government to have hyperinflation, not allowing you to sit on cash in the bank that one day $1 buys a loaf of bread and the next day it takes $2 or $3 or $4 to buy the same loaf of bread. No, you can take control. Our very product and the Sound Money asset management system allows you to really take control of your financial future. It allows you to be in control, taking the power away from the financial institutions and the governments of the world and placing it in your hands. You control your financial future. You decide how much money you leave in fiat currency and how much of it you back with real sound money. The money that has been sound for the last 5,000 years of recorded history. The only asset that has been protected and its purchasing power has never been diminished in 5,000 years. For the first time ever, a network marketing, referral marketing model is not just built on residual income. It's not just built on commissions. It's built on real assets to real people. And now you can convert it in a split second in your back office. We couldn't be happier. We know this is going to take us around the world. We know that this one new component, this one new member benefit will allow you to have all the control. It will also allow you to do business across the globe. It will explode your businesses and it will allow you to take control of your financial future. All we can say is at 7K Metals, we set out to fix these problems. We set out to fix these 4 areas. We've done it. And at each and every step, we do our very, very best to make it simpler, to make it easier for you to succeed. Because at the end of the day, it really is this simple. We believe in you. We believe you deserve to take control of your financial future. We deserve you. We believe you have the ability within you to use our structure, our products and services to succeed. We love you. We appreciate you. And mark this day in history as the day that 7K Metals and Sound Money allowed you to take control. We appreciate you and we love you. And we look forward to seeing you next time in a live, real event. Thank you. Back to you, Jason.